this. Make sure you tune in to the stream because I do post the clips on a loop on OBS, so it's easier that way to make sure everything flows pretty nicely.
Right.
Um,
I just hope the connection stays good, like the quality.
yeah.
It shouldn't be bad. I don't think.
Oh, there's actually
I'm also gonna be reading chat, I guess.
All right. So first of all, good night, everybody. Glad to have everyone here. We have a packed podcast tonight. We got ODZ bot lane, Nick and Venemy. We got Square Squad's Dark here, representing the squad, and we got the star of the show, Kiora, the star ADC of Titans Divinity League. So good night, everybody. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
doing
Pretty
good.
good.
I still think you're trolling me by saying I'm the star ADC.
Okay, so Kobe just actually, I'm just gonna not flame Kobe, but just gonna expose him a little bit. He just pinged me because I mentioned on Titans that I'm with the Legends of ODZ, and I pinged Nick and Venemy. He's questioning marking me. All right. So before we jump into the action, um, I don't want to spoil. I mean, it's Friday. The games were on Monday, but I'm pretty sure people don't. Some people don't follow, so I'm not gonna spoil how the games were. But I'm just gonna give you our audience about what's gonna be the order of the games we're gonna follow. And I want to actually apologize to Hep because he gave me all the 5 games for Sin versus Sprouts, and because we had the All Pros on Tuesday, I ended up forgetting after those games and I didn't record. We changed patch. I tried to find a way to open the replay files from the old patch. I messed it up, so we're not gonna have that banger of a series, which was a 3-2. We can do talk a little bit about it, but we now have the actual game. So I apologize for that to help because he actually got the files to me, so we won't have the last game of tonight. So we're gonna start with Conduit Esports Fever and Cape Dogs. Uh, then we're gonna move on to the I guess the fun part of the show, Eclipse Tides and Off the Za, going on from the other side. And then we're gonna finish off review the series with Dynasty Obsidian and Dorado Gaming. And then we're just gonna talk a little bit about expectations, a bit about the split and everything, because I do have questions for you guys. So with all that said, are you guys ready to see some banger of games and plays?
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Always.
Nice, nice. Let me switch off here, make sure I did it correctly. So, boom. Make sure it's gone. And we got our first series right here for Conduit, Esports Fever, and CDU. Dude, this matchup in the top was
oh,
actually insane. Stubby versus Diggsy.
oh.
Oh.
Got him.
That's
Oh.
just
Okay.
tragic.
Yeah, it was tragic. Right after Stubby got the good solo kill. But he did bait out
Oh.
that teleport.
I felt like this was the Ornn contest matchup because both Stubby and Diggsy are pretty damn good in Ornn.
So he's an assassin with those Qs, man. He has hit every single one of them.
Dude, you can imagine like 11 minutes in the game
Another one.
and all
Oh.
the action on top side.
Yeah, we're a topside team. Stubby just too good.
Okay. Very nice.
Oh
Solo
man.
kill
Okay.
there. Oh, Kiora on the action. What's gonna
Mm.
happen?
I don't think anything happens on this play. Jarvan has a good gank later on
Nice.
that
That was a nice bubble by Ipsy.
Yeah. Just standing there taking it. Okay. Let's see if Stubby lands a Q. He would have. Okay, he would have been 100%. He doesn't miss, bro. What is this?
Yeah, that was one where everyone went bot side. We used everything.
Oh, pretty squishy there. Still not late
Oh,
enough in the game for it.
Power dive. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, CDU early game for this game one is being pretty spot on.
That was a banger, too.
Yeah, the first game was a super good game. Cryo on the Nico, crazy. He had so many good ults.
Yeah, actually, I was talking with him last week. I forgot which day. I think it was after the podcast or something. He was talking about he was asking what's the secret that I could give him to, crack you guys on.
Mhm.
So I tried to give him some tips from my side, from my view, but I guess didn't work out since we both got 3-0'd.
God, holy. Do you guys see that? That item difference on the orange it just completely changed the way that was. It was like Ornn was 3v1, not losing any health. That was
Assassin Orin.
such a good play, or such a good scenario for him.
Oh yeah, actually I was watching this on the stream and I was talking with Axe about it. Like you guys, like Sidio had such a amazing play here, and I don't know what they try to do now, but it
Uh,
awkward.
yeah. So I had lost vision and trolled and basically walked into them twice. Nika got another good ult, but then Yipsy and Stubby just did not die and
Dude,
clean this up for
look at
us.
this Shogun. How
I'm
thick
telling you,
is
dude,
he?
those Qs do not miss. Look, here's another one. Another one.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I think he got like an
And
unofficial
another one.
quadra kill here or trip or something.
and then now the Cho'Gath is fed.
I mean, when we picked up the Cho'Gath, Stubby even said who even kills him on their team. Like once he got to a certain point, he just doesn't die.
Yeah, this is a low damage. Like they have burst, but they
Yeah.
don't have like constant DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like people got hit with ads.
Yeah, it's probably automatic. Like now that we got the affiliate program, like
Oh,
it's just gonna happen for I could think anyone that joins in. I can pretty much tells you that's probably gonna be another one in 30 minutes. It's like a pre-roll, so
it's like
FYI.
automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that we did miscommunicate the Smite Chomp combo. Very unfortunate for that steal.
Oh yeah, this moment too. Like I was like, Days, what are you doing? You're way too far. Team is uncoordinated. Like they had three people in the mid lane, and he was like trying to find something in the jungle. They still pretty much did a good job there trading some kills, but
They wedged themselves really hard in that angle.
Yeah, CDU team fought really, really well this game, but they just they kept getting me, but Stubby was just had free reign.
And low-key Chinese spies putting in some damage over there.
Yeah,
Hidden.
Spy's
is
Victor kind of good.
I mean that's why he's a spy, right?
Yeah, right.
Nah, he had a very good series, at least from my perspective. He's a very solid player too, so
Spy just seems like the rock of this team.
oh yeah,
Yep.
I I think Kiora was the only one that were able to play like you did you win the All Pro right on Tuesday?
No, Spy's team won the All
Oh,
Pro.
it's Spy team.
My team lost to him twice.
Yes. Oh, you guys were in the final. That's why.
Yeah.
But like being able to play with the other guys from the other teams was actually pretty nice. Like get to see their their view on the game, how they play. Get to know them a bit better. It was actually pretty nice. And Stubby was in my team, and the dude is cracked. So that's one thing I can say for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you guys
Stubby's
target ban
insane.
me. So mean.
I think we did for all the bot lanes. I think we did for Reaver too. We only didn't do to Dark. I'm sorry, Dark, but
I wasn't there, so all good. To be fair, though, I did not deserve to be on All Pro. My AD carry is dog water.
No,
nah,
your Jinx is good. Don't lie.
you had a good
No,
Jinx, yeah.
I abused Jinx when it was OP.
Holy, there's like almost like 50 kills this game.
Yeah, it was a pretty high kill game. Luckily for me later on, the J4 kept going for Yipsy instead of me, but Nika still got me, so I guess it didn't matter.
Yeah, it's really hard here. I think they would need to focus probably like the Victor, right? Chinese spy. Because I mean he's an immobile champion, so go for him first and then. But I understand going for Nami. Like she can put a lot of damage with her buffs on either Victor or Lucian.
Eats the whole Lucian ult right to the face.
Dude, how big is this Shogun? This dude will never die.
Massive. It seems like
Look at the size of the Ornn.
this
Oh my!
game.
Did you see that proc? 90% of that turret.
Dude, Ornn
Seems
is
like
so...
this game began in CDU's favor, and then the Cho'Gath got those 4 kills, and that was exactly what countered their team. Was just one massive tank.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that game would have ended the same way, just with time, given enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of slow starts this season. It's something that we've been having to work on cleaning up.
Man, those J4 ganks are on point.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Newt's pretty good. Should have been an all-star. Snubbed.
Newt. I was trying to talk a little bit about Newt specifically, like whenever I could, but he's not like a standout guy, but he's just like super consistent. It's crazy how good this guy is.
But I
Yeah.
feel like that's Fever in a nutshell. It's just like 5 insanely consistent players. You know what you're gonna get like practically every game.
It is nice knowing that even if you have a bad game, you have teammates that can easily pick up for you.
Like arguably, like what? Stubby's the weakest link on that team, and you're saying, and it's Stubby.
Is Stubby? I don't think Stubby's the weakest.
I don't know, like
link.
what? It's Stubby, Yipsy, or Newt, and I think that like literally all of them are very, very good in their respective roles.
Oh, this was close, but dude, Eddie is so super. Dude, I actually faced Chinese spies Eddie. He just outclassed me like so badly.
I mean, he got away with a lot of stuff this game too. I think he lived with less than 20 HP like 6 times.
I will say the draft for their team seems really not very
Yeah.
synergetic. Like it's very all over the place. They want to do different things, and it just doesn't mesh very well.
I'm surprised they kept the Seraphine as the AP carry instead of just having the Swain farm. I feel like that'd be way better.
Yeah, we thought that was a bit surprising too. We thought it was going to be the Swain farming.
Especially with the new support items, like Sarah does so good with what's it called? Echoes of Helia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Spy gets away with
man.
this one too. Crazy.
Dude, look at this. 14 minutes, it's 71. Like, I haven't seen this even in solo queue, I guess.
Okay, Kiora,
Yeah.
you got 150 farm, 160 farm in 15 minutes. Okay.
My farm was a little low this game. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I feel like the highlight of the series is this top side, TASS versus Stubby. Like, they're
Yes,
they're
it was
putting
very
on a good
entertaining.
show. Like,
Yeah, they had a really good matchup. Tigsy, he was on my all-star team, and I got to play with him on the other side. Dude, he is so good.
Yeah, I watched him play Poppy when I first joined, and I was like, holy. He was destroying.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about that, Kira. Like, what about that E jump?
Oh, so we had literally just in call just said, "Hey, Kira, make sure you do not like E forward and int this." I'm like this, and then I immediately died.
Oh, because when I look at that replay, had to look like twice or three times. Like,
Yeah, I definitely got a little too loose there. Like the whole team did here. Kind of my fault. Not gonna lie.
I mean, at this
nah,
point, you guys are just so far ahead. It shouldn't matter, right? I don't know the result of this one.
I mean, it
With
looks
how
pretty
far ahead we
bad.
are, it shouldn't matter. I agree. It shouldn't matter.
I mean, your guys' drafting is also pretty solid and consistent.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
we've been
like,
getting some drafting help for this season.
yeah, and it also feels like CDU tried to go for their comfort, but it didn't really work out with the king and auction.
I mean, I think going for comfort is the correct thing, right? And you're always going to do better on something you're comfortable with than something that's just inherently strong if you can't play it correctly.
No, yeah, I don't disagree with that. I just feel like they showed more comfort. That's why I feel like maybe try to pair like their comfort a bit better. Um,
Yeah. Because I'm looking at that comp for CDU, and it's just like they have a good amount of scaling. They do have like pressure in top and mid, but that's just uh not really earning enough for the entire team.
I think that only happened because he was so far behind on the cane.
Hmm.
I think if the cane was a little closer, I think it would have been fine for their draft. Although the Swain support maybe still iffy.
I like this game three draft a bit better. Actually, I like the game three and game one draft pretty good for CDU.
Yeah.
Tixion
It's
Cannon, Cryon Silas.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Cryosalis definitely snuck on us. Baited me super hard, and then I baited my entire team into that.
I mean, I do see that the guys banned Yone. Yone would be one of his Yone and Aurelio, both of his best champions that he showed so far.
Yeah, because they had picked the Seraphine early and then they hovered Senna, we figured they were going to go that, so we just banned 80 champs away from their mid laner.
AP Joe. Start out. Nice.
Oh yeah. Isn't that the build now? Is just like Everfrost into full tank afterwards?
I feel like it's matchup dependent, but into Kennen, if you just having the fruit into combo, you just one shot him. So
Yeah, I was about to say, and when you're an assassin, you just hit every Q. It's just over.
It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, this game also like felt pretty good. I mean, Wukong was like Days was really strong early, and that's usually what you want.
Yeah,
Oh,
it seems like it's CDU's kind of like their win condition is they need to snowball the early game and get the Wukong and Silas to be like tanky enough for the rest of the team.
yeah.
Which it looks like it's starting off that way. Or at least for the Wukong it is.
Well, they only really got a lead in game one. I think game two and game three we got a huge lead early.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this game three was even until a certain point, and then you guys just snowball better decisions.
Yeah.
So it was
That's
even
right.
until it wasn't.
I mean, like,
Even until the game started. I think the Thresh pick there was huge because even if that game had been closer, it counters 100% of their team. Like they're never going to get on top of you Victor gets to play the game, and
What a
Ezreal's
nice
just so
vote.
safe.
I mean, Thresh is one of EFC's most played in solo queue, so we were surprised it got through.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Q3.
Yeah, I saw him play it in the All-Star game, and I was like, this dude just doesn't miss.
I mean, Trash is definitely my favorite support champion, like by far.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I don't know if Shiba the dog is like an e-sub or something for CDU, or if it's you. I think it's Yodacious if you change his name.
Eudacious played game 1, and then Shiva came in for 2 and
Oh,
3.
gotcha.
I don't remember who's their starter though.
I think Yodacious was the starter during the regular season. That's why I was like, who is this person? I don't think he played the Seraphine bot anyways. Yodacious, he played a lot of Jinx.
Yeah, I mean, they might have swapped for comp reasons. I didn't ask them. Maybe I
Okay.
should have.
I
They
mean,
did
it's
similar stuff where
good
they swapped
strategy.
out players in our series. I think it was game 3.
Oh
Game 3 for the
yes,
rest of the split or rest of the matches.
Melly G, right? She came in for a
Yeah,
jungler.
Melly. Yeah, they came in. They swapped out their jungler.
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, man, very clean 3-0, looking pretty hot. I want to ask Nick, Venemy, since you guys are doing early scouting here, what do you guys think?
I think they have a. It'll be very interesting to see our teams play against each other because it's very much on a draft. I mean, it'll be like a much closer in the drafting than it will be for these games. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of the
yeah.
drafting in this one was a little weird from CDU. There were some good comps like this one in game 1, and I think game 3 was pretty good too. Game 2 was a little bit of a miss. We should have something that's more consistent, I would say. Um, yeah.
Yeah, be a lot more of a banger for sure. I think.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch your guys' match. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see like, evolution, how everybody plays.
I think that whoever wins your guys' match probably is going to win the whole thing. Hot take.
Ooh,
Really
So you're saying this is a
interesting.
championship match?
spicy.
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I think that Fever's going to absolutely demolish and then probably destroy the other side. And that's mostly because I don't know anything about your guys' team.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I don't have enough to make a solid argument. But if you guys beat Fever, then you guys are.
I mean,
I
I
that's
don't
think
know.
it'll all
that could
depend
be
on.
interesting.
Yeah,
I
it'll
definitely
be.
think the other two teams on the other side are pretty good.
I think they're
Yeah, I was
good.
gonna
I
say
just don't
about
think they're
that.
better.
I mean, I was gonna say like,
I think Syndicate is solid. I think I actually think their support is actually pretty good. Like I think their support is very solid. C is just a very solid team overall. I just don't think that they have the strengths to beat Fever.
gotcha. Okay, so now we're gonna go through the most difficult part of the podcast. We're gonna bring in of the Za and the ET, and these are the whoops. Wait, no, this is the draft. Yeah. So tell me, how you guys felt about the games? What are you guys' thoughts after, before and after the match? Tell me.
I think I was not prepared for the amount of tension that was coming towards bot lane. There was constant jungler attention in that lane, and I lived with like 1 HP so many times.
Hmm.
I got so lucky with that. The Venemy saved my life a bunch.
Yeah. Throughout the series, we just got ganked like over and over again. We really pulled some clean ones out of there to get out, but yeah, we did get a ton of pressure, and yeah.
Was playing through your bot your guys' strategy? Just curious as far as like, because it
Um,
felt like that was like the focal point was putting a lot of pressure into the bot lane.
so it's a mix. It's a mix and match because normally what happens is, I mean, since we're not playing, I can pretty much tell.
Yeah.
um, so pretty much the idea is try to get Axe on a comfortable pick. So we don't need like, so for example, Spy Kid, he's only gonna show there maybe a couple like on opportunistic times or maybe a couple times. But the idea was to make sure that we do give our bot lane the space that they need so they can shine. And they did pretty well for 2 games, especially game one, and especially because we had like the Ezreal and he was super fad. I think our biggest demise here was fighting into Tarek's ult a couple times, but that's just me. But that was the idea. Make sure that we give them the space because we scale. We have a Seraphine, Wukong, get Ezreal.
Mhm.
So just make sure that whenever like we see an opportunity, we can go there. But I don't know. I felt like this game, like I was after rewatching, this game was actually pretty even until I think these play right here.
Yeah, it was pretty close. I think these fights around dragons are what started like snowballing the game towards the very end. Um I know there are some really good Jinx rockets in there. Earlier there was the really good Taracle in that fight. There was a Jinx rocket that hit the Mordekaiser in bot lane to help secure the kill. There was the Jinx rocket to mid lane that also killed the Mordekaiser. That actually secured the kill there. And then a little bit later on as well. I won't spoil it until we actually see it on screen. This was a massive like a massive misplay, I guess, by our entire team. Just this scenario, getting caught by the Mordekaiser.
Yeah, we chose the wrong wedge there. We were
Dude,
luckily I was good.
when I was rewatching this, I felt like it was so bad for us to try to engage there because you guys have Tarek, you guys have Malphite, so it's like we don't.
That call right there, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh,
That call
that
right
Wombo
there
was nasty.
happened
Mhm.
like 45 seconds
Wow.
before it happened. Me and Firefight were like, here, go, and we all just like,
Dude, I had
swarmed. It was,
literally 1 second on my flash, and I when
Mhm.
yeah.
the thing is when I was like looking to see, hey, can we punish this guys here, right? And then when
Mhm.
when Firefly just went off, I was like, okay, just go back because they're coming because we saw them coming. Um, we saw Kobe coming. What we should have done is just gone straight out of the lane instead of trying to cut to the jungle because we went into
Mhm.
a choke point and literally as soon as the Malphite ulted, my flash came back and I was like, fuck. And I was like, yeah, that's the end. I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing I wanted to comment about you guys, which was honestly one of the best things that we've seen so far, um, is the ability to close the game. Like a lot of teams, and I think only Fever I spoke this during the regular season. Like a lot of the teams, they had really issues like closing the game. Like they would get, an advantage, or they would get like winning a fight, but they wouldn't go for the win. They would like
Mhm.
just go for an inhibitor, maybe a turret here, then just fall back, right? Um, and being able to
Again,
close, it
what was
was
this? What was that, Kobe? Sorry, I had
pretty
to.
good.
No, that attempted dive there at bot that was real sad for you guys. Like I think it was the right idea, but then it kind of just it fell apart.
I don't know
Um,
if you noticed during that dive, what I did was I stepped behind you so he would hit under the turret behind you so he hit the turret. When I did, I dropped the traps behind the turret where you couldn't really see them, and he walked right over top of them. That's what ended up getting him killed.
Yeah, like I like the team was like they made a call for it, which is good, right? So when you make a
Mhm.
call, you just go for it, right? Whatever the
Yeah.
result is, you just go for it. But
Oh, I don't disagree with call. It would have had it been played even slightly worse by us, they would have got away with that for sure because
Mhm.
we'd already blown
oh, I
exhaust.
was so sad about this. The one moment that I caught him, Second thing I know is there's a Kha'Zix in the lane.
Yeah. I think after that moment, Kohi was just saying that he was just in the right place at the right time for that one. Very unfortunate for you guys.
The Jaina Jinx 2v2 plays over here.
The Janna insect.
I
Yeah.
love
Respect.
one of my favorite things to do. And I died
But
for my ADC's sins.
Yep.
Hey, as every good support should do. All right.
Why we have the best synergy.
But yeah, I mean it was a good series overall. I think you guys should like I like that Titan streamed this one because it gives the opportunity like to see I guess a new of the Za, right? So dude, I don't know like
Oh, beautiful right there. That was
Really
beautiful.
good.
I have no idea why you guys walked seeing there's like no like I transformed into a cannon on no wave and the guys just walk forward.
I mean,
Uh,
and two people have more experience with Nico. That you're going to see that happen all the time, even if you're looking out
Yeah.
for it.
People don't
Just-
think about it. It's
I guess it's true. Like,
I'm glad that you left me inting out right there. I inted the play right before that, and it's starting to highlight. I appreciate
dude,
that. All right.
this is so sad. Like, half of the team was making a call to go in, and then I TP in the middle of like 5 people.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely your team letting you down there. Definitely wasn't your fault.
I was like,
my
okay.
mom just telling me no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
that
kind of
was
worried of
fun.
you guys turning it right here. It was especially when Salas got on top. Not Salas, but Pleb was about to get on top of me. I was a little worried.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like after game 1, some of outcomes didn't bec like our early game wasn't bad for game 1 and or sorry, game 2 and 3, but I don't know. I feel like we kind of lost a little bit of confidence after game 1. I think that was the biggest demise we had, but it's fine. We learn. We learn, we grow.
Oh, Cam, I got to ask you, why did you take the Aurelia in this game?
So we run quite a bit of Irelis Edge. It's a strong combo, and
Yeah.
we flex between X and I. We do have a few champions that we have quite a lot of champions that we flex. Um, and Irelia is one of them. So the idea is, as soon as we saw the Malphite, they already had the Braum, and you guys have the. Okay, so we saw I had the draft here. So Wukong, MF, and Malphite. Since you guys didn't ban the Salas, we're like, okay, that's a good Salas game, and Salas also pairs pretty okay with the Sejuani for her passive and stuff. So let's just take it. Um, Now the way we executed that's questionable, but the idea, I get, it was still there because we actually played like a few times.
I just think the matchup's kind of hard. Nico kind of denies everything you want to do. You're a short range melee team into Nico.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's
granted, Nico
true.
was
Yeah.
R5, so you can't blame him
Yeah,
on that
I'm
one.
not blaming. Yes, but even like going into Braum Nico, I think is a very good answer into what you guys want to
Mm-hmm. Really, really good disengage.
do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those TPs were on point. Like even trying to like burn
Okay, I'm going to
the.
pause you here for this terrible dive brought to you by
All right.
ODZ.
I'm like, you guys tried to bring me back to the game, so thanks, guys.
Yeah. What is Kelly doing? What is he doing? Oh, man.
Hey, just make sure you guys do it next week on Monday too, please.
Only if we're up 2-0.
Hopefully you're not. Hopefully.
Oh, dark. I mean, sorry,
I got
we have so many darks here.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate this place so much. Like, Kohi is like, I felt like Kohi was everywhere. Because I was talking
Oh,
with
yeah.
Axe, can we make a play on this Malphite? He's like, yeah, we can. Come. Like, okay, I'm gonna come, not from the Reaver. I'm gonna cut here from the top side, and then boom, there's a Wukong on top of me. Like, Jesus. That is so sad.
Yeah, Firefight and Kelly have really good synergy for only playing like 5 games together, 6 games. Outside of scrims, obviously, but they play really well together. So what do you know why he went AP burn HP burn instead of I don't know on Silas Leandries instead of maybe I don't know what is the other one
Surprised it's not
Roa?
Roa or Everfrost. That would be
yeah
the two.
Everfrost yeah
I mean, Everfrost is definitely good against melees, but I don't know if it would really help, like, because the way I see Everfrost, and this is just me thinking from mid lane's perspective, is if you
Mhm.
don't abuse the melee factor to like land your CC and damage, like it's not gonna be that good into a tanky matchup. I
Mhm.
mean, you're not gonna really do much damage unless
I
you
mean, if that's
snowball.
and if that's the argument, then you just go Roa so that you can
Yeah, I mean,
cycle
I
more and
love
be
Roa.
tankier.
I love Roa. Like I go Roa almost all the time after the change. I used to go a lot of Leandris against tank, but again, you do need to snowball, which
Yeah, I was about to say, I think
X
from
did.
my perspective, I was just thinking that maybe, he's looking to get onto me and one shot me, but I lived for so long because of Leandry's not being able to just outright one shot me in one of these fights.
Yeah, I mean, I just prefer Roa, but if he snowballs, I think there's a world where it can work. Because again, you're gonna have a Malphite that's supposed to have less gold. He's not gonna have like all the items to tank. And Silas is
Yeah.
gonna have more items too. Because once Silas gets the second item, the what's the name of that item that gives him move speed and CDR?
Or Cosmic Drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once he
Cosmic
gets that,
Drive.
the champion is just super OP.
Oh, this is a great one. I ran straight to firefight instead of running a different direction, and I got him killed. Or yeah, I got him killed. I'm running away. I'm running at my other teammate who's trying to back in the bush, and I almost started running right towards him and just like revealed his location.
And Kelly with Baron still.
Hmm.
Like, Q's smite is just so broken on Wukong.
I mean, there are a lot of champions that have really good healing capabilities with some empowered ability.
Okay.
You guys closed it out on this push, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Wait, spoilers.
You guys seem to have a really strong focus around team fighting compositions.
It synergizes a lot with our comfort. I think it just comes across that way. So it comes naturally, I guess, with drafting.
I mean, teamfighting comps are also typically easier to execute than most other types.
True.
True.
So especially if you guys don't have a ton of synergy, I mean, it makes sense that you guys are, already doing good on teamfighting comps.
Kobe inting right here.
Yeah, there was like
That close into the
also
game.
an idea to put the Silas mid to face the
Mhm.
Malphite. Um, but I don't know how
Yeah,
easy that would be for Irelia to face the Malphite because she definitely needs to for that first item. Um, and once Malphite just gets the like a couple armor items, then he should be fine because he doesn't
yeah.
really build HP, right?
I think after the game we were talking about it. We were saying like, yeah, they could have probably flexed it, but like the Silas into the Malphite matchup was the best matchup up there. The Irelia kind of would just not have a good matchup regardless of if it
Yeah.
was top or mid. So You guys kind of just had to take the lesser evil on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what he didn't put in here? He didn't put in my Dragon Still, my Jinx Rocket.
Oh no, because
No one
since we
no one
didn't
needs to
die,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah, nobody needs to see that. I already, no wait, I put the Baron Steel here. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
saw, but yeah, no,
No.
but
Oh, so
that Baron Steel just destroyed our mental. But
yeah, it was
it's
a good
fine, it's
series. It
fine.
was a lot of fun. It was. I still think it felt a lot closer than the 3-0 was. I mean,
I mean, it didn't look like a complete stomp either.
Yeah, it was kind of back and forth in I think pretty much all the games.
And
Yeah.
dude, I was talking with the guys because we literally played our comp, this comp here for game one against your comp, like exactly. It was a Malphite, Viego, Asol. The only change was in the bot lane. It was like Ash Brawl.
Mhm.
Um, and we played mine. We didn't play the Mordekaiser and the what's it called the Azriel. We played. I forgot what I think. I forgot. I think it was Irelia top, and we played. I forgot what's the AD carry that Dark played in that game, but it was exactly almost the same. And like I was pretty much confident that we really just executed this. We will be able to execute it again, but I think we fall short a little bit.
That was also against a different team, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. This was
Yeah.
will I remember? I think it was called the team we played was called Optimum Nova. I think we literally played them on Thursday and we played you guys on Monday. So our was our last scrim, I think. Or was it no, it wasn't Thursday, it was Monday before. So a week before your match. But yeah, lessons learned.
Yeah.
So for the again, I'm sorry, Hap. I know you're in the chat, but I'm sorry I didn't make the replays for your match. So the last match that we have the replays or is this one, Dino versus Dorado Gaming. Let me bring the draft here.
I see.
Rivered Mana.
Oh no.
What a bubble!
Honestly, what a hook. Buffering through it. All didn't matter.
That is such an assassin, dude. That is not a tank.
My God, and he gets out?
He's healing for more damage than he took.
Holy.
I'm really looking forward to the Syndicate versus Dino match.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a
That
banger
that
of a
Poppy
series.
is clean. Oh,
I feel like that's gonna be
PVI?
the most interesting semifinal. Oh, I don't want to say most interesting, but I feel like it's a lot closer.
The more anticipated, you could say.
Yes, as I said, I don't know your power ranking going in, so I apologize if I'm underrating you.
Don't worry, it's
That's
happened to them all season, and it'll keep happening to them.
Yeah.
until
They're gonna be
a
winning Titan and
championship
still
match is
being
decided.
underrated.
Who are these guys?
Even if they win, they didn't deserve it. That's big facts.
Nah, I think moving on now, like all teams are
All the teams here
on
in
the
their
same
remaining are
level.
good.
Like I think what they've showed to be here on the semifinals, like they are like on pretty much on the same level. I mean, obviously you may have like some differences here and there, but I think overall, like everyone has their weaknesses and their strengths. But I think everybody should go Monday like pretty confident of on their game.
Vigar and Corky. Interesting.
Yeah,
Seen that in a while.
Yeah,
scaling
quite
on
the
scaling.
scaling mid lane matchup.
Mhm.
Oh, nice
Oh,
use of the Corky pack.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Very
really
nice.
clean.
okay.
Very
I'm
nice.
scared of that Corky.
Yeah, right. He covered like 3 screens with that one play.
He used the W, like the his passive W, to stop the CC. Used this, like, the W after that to position onto the AD carry, and then flash to dodge the W, or something. It was, yeah, that was really clean.
And he
Play
completely
safe, by the
disrupted
way.
the fight to win it for him too. It was a
Yeah.
really good quirky package.
Corky's just an insane spot right now too. Like I think once people start actually realizing how just strong this champion is with Triforce, you'll see him a lot more.
Dude,
We're
you
getting
know,
back to the Azir Corky meta. I'm gonna quit League of Legends if that's coming.
It's not going to be poke. Well, it's not going to be traditional. It's going to be traditional like AP Corky. It's going to be Trinity Force. The Induce's build isn't the best build I've seen, but it's close.
I mean, with especially with the items with the new Shiv, I think probably it would be pretty powerful on him.
I mean, the only item that he built that I don't think is good is the Shadow Flame.
Yeah, I'm not a big Shadow Flame fan personally.
You know what I want to see? Like, I don't see a lot of I just see the standard mages like Syndra, Viger, Victor. I mean, Victor is just a super oppressive champion, but I haven't seen many people playing the Azir outside the Outrage ones.
I don't.
The Rise, like Rise is still super busted. Nobody really
Rise is really
plays.
good. I don't know how good Azir is right now. I don't think he's amazing. Rise is good. But you just have to be good with Rise, and not a lot of
Yeah.
people
Dude,
are.
I should have
Rise.
brought that Rise. I was thinking about it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
How
the
hard could
Rise.
Rise
He
be?
had
You
like
just press
a.
EQ, 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 EQ.
Dude,
Yeah, that's what people say, but they don't know how to play Rise.
It's like a 40 something% win rate right now. He's pretty low on the win rate. I think it might actually be back down to like 45,
he
46,
just got
somewhere around
buffed
there.
too.
Yeah. I don't know too much about how he is on this patch, but I did check last patch, I'm pretty sure.
I
As far as Azir goes, as a fellow Azir enjoyer, the nerf to his early game is just I feel like it's way too much for him to actually be, I guess, considerable. Like you lose so much pressure in the early game that he's not all too great anymore. Whereas like the Corki, the Victor, you still have lane presence. Um,
Yeah, I think one of the biggest
I
reasons for that is the fact that Lost Chapter is 1100 now, so and
Mhm.
Rise you can go Everfrost Rise, but it's still not like the best. It's good into certain matchups, but it's not like the best. And there are a lot of more mage champions that uses the Lost Chapter way better, in my opinion. So
Oh, this
I
engagement split breed is nasty.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
that's disgusting.
damn, what a
Holy
leap!
cow.
What a leap!
M-Tech Blast Cone.
And then Nakamura is just like, GG, see you guys. I don't want to fight. I just want to win.
He didn't build the static shiv.
Yeah, and you point that out to us
The Shiv
during
pack.
during the game, and we were amazed that split breed's engaged there.
Yeah, I don't know about the
Well,
set. I don't know how I feel about set. I mean, I'm not set player, but I don't feel
yeah, I
like
think
it's
the
enough.
set there just creates too much distance between. It's gonna be hard for your team to catch up to, especially with slow moving
Ooh,
Syndra.
nice dodge.
All right, split breed.
Looking
They got him.
clean. Dodging the charm like that.
I have to see the rest of the draft to see where the set came in, but
Set
It
not-
was a
was
D5.
B5.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's bad.
Yeah, it was a blind pick. So yeah, I'm not too sure about
A
that
great
one.
escape. Does he get out?
I mean, it's not bad into the Nautilus, Sedge, and Aatrox are all good to punt out, but you will never catch up to Ari, and Jinx should be playing far enough back to not get caught. It's okay.
Ooh, nice
Oh, what a
play.
hook!
Ooh.
That zap landed. He was dead.
Oh, they don't have the damage. They have good intentions, but they don't have the damage.
Yeah, he missed the zap. That was
Unfortunate turn.
critical. Yeah. Wolf. Feels bad, man. On a Zeri too.
Then Split Breed lives too. Maokai
Well,
lives.
I mean, at least this version of this area build is dead.
I'm so happy it's dead.
Yep.
That build was
Yeah,
just
you and me both.
dumb.
I mean, now I've seen a lot of people building it with Stridebreaker instead. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
but Triforce is gone.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't block with Shin anymore. Thank God.
Well, your Ian charged will, but not your Q.
Ooh, River?
oh,
Hello?
okay.
Orbok.
Oh!
And that's just a Triforce diff.
Yep. Stat stick.
I mean, it's a
That was a
5-1
nice juke.
Zeri with Zeo, Trinity Force, and Finish Goal. She got the money.
If he'd have held his ult there, he would have killed Ari too.
Oh, so sad he didn't get the
Oh,
last goal. Oh, so he went Ever Shroud on the Aatrox first item.
I believe that's his core first item
oh,
now.
really? Does
I'm
it
not a big
proc
fan of
his
the.
own damage?
Yeah, it procs off of all of the Qs that he lands because it knocks up, and then they take increased like 10% increased damage or whatever it is. It's
Is it
really
for
good. It's
is it
really
for
good
him
on
as
the
well?
Aatrox. Yes, I think it's for everybody.
Oh,
I'm not a big fan of the Storm Razor on the Jinx. So
I think the Storm Razor and Jinx is fine.
yeah, I just think there's I don't know.
I personally think
Ah.
Storm Razor's a little overrated on Jinx. I think Kraken's just strictly better.
Yeah. And there I'm
I-
probably rushing Gale Force anyways to get the execute on the Zeri that he's missed like 3 times.
Ooh.
Gale Force first
Close.
is, I don't know. That's not it, in my opinion.
I'm saying only in this scenario because you've got Syndra, Zeri, and Lulu who've all lived with like half an HP, and the Storm Razor definitely wasn't the reason why he had that,
And it gives you the ability to like have an extra dash instead of just rely on flash.
I mean, I do agree with Storm Razor over IE, but I don't know about first. Or not Storm Razor, sorry, Gale Force.
I got you. I got you.
Damn, Reaver, what have you done with Dorado, man? It's insane. 16 kills. Holy cow.
Oh, nice juke.
Oh.
Ooh. Nice. So I don't know. They banned Syndra and Viger for Nakamura. I don't know, man. What she has shown for that Akali, I don't think it would be smart to leave it open.
Hold on. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this guy's Akali. I didn't get to see the game, so this was the one thing that he didn't seem to have like the most consistent like KDA. Like he was like 5 and 4, I think, by the end. Which it's a lot harder to execute assassins in like team fights and stuff like that. So getting them off of like comfort control mages could be an answer.
Yeah, especially because that team comp seems very one-dimensional.
Oh, I just realized they put induced. Oh yeah, they swap. They also changed the route on this game. Induced became a support, and they brought OTF as a mid laner. Outrage and CZI going nuts on the top lane. Dude, this quarterfinals was a lot of top lane 1v1s.
For the
There are
heat is now.
a lot of good top laners in the league right now.
Yeah.
And CGI goes
Ooh.
crazy here.
Oh, so Hap saying CZI, sorry, Sunray had to leave. Hope nothing bad had to like happen.
Well, I know that they had swapped and used to support in another league, so it could just be a time thing for work or something.
That was a really
Sucks.
smart attempt by Outrage. He tried to use the Gnar ultimate to throw Jarvan to the side, and like delay or like I guess stun him before he could get past with the EQ.
He was
Really
smart on Jarvan to also
Ooh.
hold the ult until after he hopped too.
Nice play by Outrage there. Trying to save a little bit.
Oh,
It's just a CZI diff, man.
pretty much. Look at him go. Pop, pop.
I mean, there's nothing you can do there. You can barely move.
Oh, that was a good
Ooh.
buffer.
Oh wow.
Ooh, nice hook. RE3.
Oh.
She got her resets. I mean, those playing pretty well on that trash too. Wow, they're seeing like 4 men on the outrage. That's so sad.
Oh,
Not much he can do
what
there.
what are you doing up here, Split? Oh, are they actually trying to turn this into a fight? Uh,
Oh, Rivet is
there's no way they win this. This is just really
Yeah, it's the classic.
leave no man behind.
Yeah, it's
Sunk
the
cost
4v4. It's the 4v4 that turns into 4 1v1s or 4 1v4s.
Oh, and another 1v1. Who shall win this?
It's not even close. Oh, actually.
No, I don't think Gnar doesn't win this after he transforms. Yeah.
Oh, close,
This
close.
got honestly, it was a lot closer than
It
I
was
thought it would be. I thought Poppy was just going to destroy the fight. It was looking like she was just absolutely dumpstering the fight for a long time. Oh, charmed out.
Ooh, she survived. Holy cow.
Dang.
guys that comes flying into her death.
Yeah. Yeah, the classic Kaisa.
Hey, sometimes you got to do it for style points. All right.
Yeah, it's about sending a message. I get it. I understand.
I mean, they got a turret back. Let's see.
Okay, that was nice. That was nice, Naro.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Close. But not enough. I mean, guys, game by Dorado, like
I mean, I'm
very
just
clean
glad
game.
it wasn't, 3 sweeps.
Dorado made it interesting with that win.
Mm-hmm.
As an Udyr enjoyer, I'm also liking the Udyr pick in this one.
Yeah, I guess I guess Flower Power is an Echo player because we normally don't see Echo outside of solo queue. Ooh,
And
ooh.
He
Oh,
landed that E.
okay.
Yeah, that E that is actually what changed that fight. Would change the result.
Because he was so far up, he would have been able to really take over mid lane with that kill if he landed the E.
I mean, it looks like Outrage had CCI's number in this series.
I don't know if I'm big on the Udyr pick.
I like Udyr. I like his flexibility for solo queue. For pro play or like not pro play, but for coordinated 5v5 play, no, it's not too great. You have to really be on top of tracking those timers, and I think it's even worth it to go flash on Udyr if you're playing in 5v5s.
I mean, Udyr's so powerful with Ghost
Oh.
too, right? Oh no, he went Ghost.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
went Ghost in this one, and then he
Ooh,
went the
nice.
Demonic Embrace first.
I don't hate the Udyr overall. I think another tank jungler would have been better, but I think it's fine. Overall,
Yeah,
though,
like
I really like Dynasty's comp. I think it does very good. Like, if we're looking at shoot, I'm drawing a blank. Dog's comp, like they have very one-dimensional like engages with like Nautilus Hook, Echo, which and Set and not Syndra. Cassiopeia kind of just shuts that down very well. You have the safety of the Lulu. Aphelios wants people to run into him. Also, Udyr kind of likes people to run into him. And then you have the guaranteed engage from the Malphite. It's just really nice, well-rounded comp.
I mean, anytime Frux isn't playing Nautilus, you have a winning comp.
Just ignoring him. Oh, the
Ooh,
jukes.
nice dodge.
Oh,
Mm.
ah!
Bouncing.
Man, this you throw baited and not smarted.
That must be frustrating. You dodge everything, and it's still die because there's an Ezreal on the team.
If he dodged everything, he wouldn't have died.
Sonia's.
They're gonna be a juicy Aphelios ult.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, oh, Cassiopeia is running. Oh, she missed the ult, but doesn't matter. He has the damage. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I don't know much about Udyr, but I know that he can be pretty obnoxious with his um after the remake, like AOE ults here and there just to buy time. That thing is disgusting. That champion.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I like about him is his diversity in builds. I don't know if you see it too often now, but he can go like the full lethality, he can go full AP, he can go like full tank.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
He can build however he wants to, and it'll still do a lot for the team.
Can he still go lethality without the Prowler's dash?
So you definitely can, especially with the movement speed from Yomu's now. I'm sure you can. That being said, I haven't played a game of Udyr in a while, so
I don't know.
Yeah,
how
I thought it
good
was
know
would
super
too
be,
much.
reliant
but
on the dash part of it. I mean, I don't play Udyr. I don't know.
yeah,
I'm curious as to why Set didn't go Bork instead of the Tenkan.
I mean, he technically is the only frontliner. Um, I don't know. I don't like the set much in this situation because you don't have a reliable front line with Echo Jungle.
No. Honestly, I wish that set was an Ornn.
I mean, it could have been his Poppy. His Poppy was open, wasn't it?
Poppy's okay, but then you only have the one engage through Nautilus, which isn't the best.
I mean, but it's
It does also.
And
yeah.
you're also into a disengage comp for the most part.
Yeah, it does look like the Poppy also was banned for the fourth ban
Oh,
on
I
red
see.
side.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. But yeah, man,
Alright.
those are the three games. Unfortunately, the banger of the week we didn't have, which is Sprouts and Syndicate. Dash actually was probably a very good match because that was actually
Now,
3-2 and two
They're
pretty
in
good
the
teams.
5 games.
Did-
It was super close from what I heard.
did Booting, was he not able to make it, or did he just use an alt to count? I didn't recognize the top laner.
Oh, for Sprouts?
Yes, for Sprouts.
Oh, he had an issue. I think they were saying on the Divinity chat that he like his account got hacked and was transferred to Vietnam.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where the Vietnam thing came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had to sue it. He had like to use like a secondary account because his account was in the Vietnamese server.
Oh, it happened in the chat saying that he played on a secondary account,
Okay.
and that was for Yikon.
So now I'm gonna put here on the screen. So here is the playoff sheet for Titans. We see round of 12, quarterfinals, semifinals this Monday. So I wanted to ask you guys first of all, tell me after doing your scouting for the week, what are your expectations moving forward for semifinals?
Who do you want to start this one?
We can start. Okay, let's not start with. Let's start with Dark, because he's gonna show his unbiased opinion.
Unbiased opinion. All right. So I'll do a kind of a
Change
breakdown.
this.
So ODZ seems like a very strong team fighting team. They have a very strong identity. From what I've seen from their current gameplay, I do think it kind of falls under Fever's gameplay too. There, they both kind of are much more scaling oriented, more team fight centric. So you can have. I could see it. I think it's going to end up being 3-1. I'm going to say Fever favored, but I could definitely see it going either way with how ODZ kind of handled Eclipsing Tide. So, Syndicate and Dynasty and Syndicate, I'm very intrigued about. And I don't have an exact. I think it's going to be a 5-game series. And I think it's going to come down to the bot lane. Whether or not Hemp and I forgot his name. It's like Naxxramas
Yes.
can how they'll do into Rivered and Trucks. And honestly, as much as I love Rivered and Trucks, I think I'm favoring Syndicate. I think it's going to go 5 games, 3-2 Syndicate.
Nice, nice. So, before we go to the main guys, I'll add my thoughts here real quick. I'm looking this as in. So I'm going to start with Dino and Syndicate. Also, I think it's going to be very close matchup, like Syndicate and Sprouts. Um, I would I would definitely. So not. I shouldn't say definitely. Um, I do favor Syndicate a bit more than Dynasty, mainly because I'm a pretty big fan of Chef, and I think he's doing amazing things. I know he's not playing mid; he's playing top. Um, I don't think Dynasty has questionable mark topside as Sprouts had with Ecall, and not saying Ecall is bad or anything. It's just like a different champion pool style. But I'll keep believing in him because the chef is for me he's like the top mid laner, so I think he's gonna bring that to the top side as well. So 3-2 for Syndicate. Um, Now Fever and Off the Zod. This is so hard. I think both teams has so much strengths. Um, I would go. I would go 3-2 Fever. Um, Mainly because I feel like late game they may have a bit more on the um like they may be a bit more consistent late games because they play a lot of scaling mid mages and stuff like that. Um, so Chinese might just do super well, but Avdaza does have stronger early game, and their mid jungle plays really well together. So I think they can actually take a couple games. It could take the series too, but I think that's what I'm thinking. I think Avdaza is gonna show up on the early game against them, and it's gonna give them a chance to win the games. So who do you guys wanna talk first? Do you wanna go Fevers first, or you guys wanna go Avdaza first for your thoughts and predictions?
Let's like Kira go first. I want to see how spicy he gets with it.
All right. Okay. I'll start with the other side of the matchup first for Dynasty versus Syndicate. I think it's going to be. I think Syndicate's gotten better over the season. They definitely have a stronger roster now than what they did when we played them at the beginning of the season. So I think it's going to be a close match, but I still personally like Dynasty better as a team. So I'm going to go with Dynasty 3-1 on that side. Mostly because I have so much faith in Rifford as an ADC to carry that team, especially with Split Beard and Outrage top to hold up the top side of the map. And for favoring off the Za, I've hated off the Za all season. I don't even think you guys should have made playoffs. You guys made it in on tiebreakers. Then you guys got a super easy round of 12, and then probably the easiest quarterfinals. You guys clearly swept, so I'll give you guys the 3-1 for Fever winning. You guys definitely have a chance early game if you don't clean it up like we've had in game one against Cape Dogs. But I mean, anything could happen, right? You guys clearly deserve to be here for winning your matches, but I don't know.
Nice,
Okay,
nice, nice.
not as spicy as I was expecting, but
I can't blame you that bad for making it this far. You're still in semifinals, right? Or ETS, they died for you.
I appreciate them doing that. But yeah, I think we are better than Cape Dogs clearly because of we two of them like the week before, 2 weeks before playoffs, and I don't think we make the same mistakes that they did. I want us to be the team that stretches your draft pool, that makes you have to go deep into your tech to beat. I don't want to be easy, so I'm hoping for a 3-2 ODZ. I think we'll. I think if we can push you to your limits, I think we'll have a chance.
So I guess I don't really have much to go on off Syndicate. I haven't like watched their previous matches. They've made it to these semifinals, so I think they are a pretty good team. Absolutely. But like looking that they beat your sister team, and then they also beat the Purple Sprouts, and now they're going up against Dynasty. I'm gonna say 3-1 Syndicate actually. Dynasty has some really good players. Don't get me wrong, but I have faith in Syndicate. As far as our games, I gotta support my boys 3-0 for Optizal winning it.
Are you just saying that to support your words, or do you actually think it's going to be a 3-0?
Well, I don't think it's actually gonna be a 3-0, but I gotta support my boys. We
All
are
right.
gonna take home the win.
Pepe on life support, Copian.
Yeah. I turn
I
out
mean-
I'm definitely working on my CS per 10 right now.
Yeah.
You gotta match the man.
Peru, you guys are already going to be down gold no matter what. Oof, that's unfortunate.
Well, if you do like ET and gank me 4 times before 7 minutes, yeah.
I mean that actually comes down to how we decide to play this series, because I mean we're still scouting. We're going to take you guys seriously, even though I even against my opinions, everyone keeps telling me my team to stop saying it.
It makes for good content at least. Right?
But yeah, we'll see how we play. Maybe we gank you repeatedly. Maybe we do it for one game to see if you can get you guys to change up the draft.
I would expect Newt is gonna be there. That's like from the outside. That's what I'm gonna say. Expect Newt to be there because he is very creative when it comes from ganking.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I very much have watched a lot of that and a lot of scouting on him. He's very consistent in everything he does too, which is really nice to see. So I do think it's going to be. It'll come down to there'll be who gets some draft differences that push consistency a little more, like being able to pilot the team, you know, and then who goes into comfort early to try to flip the series.
Nice, nice.
I do think whoever wins game one is going to have a huge advantage in this series.
I agree.
Yeah. I wish we had the stuff from the All Pro showcase that happened on Tuesday, so I could show off like the different teams, the plays, and stuff like that. But I forgot who mentioned about it, but he was I think was mentioned today. But I couldn't figure out how to get replays from old patch yet. That's something I'm gonna try to find. I think there might be a chance with like different softwares and things like that. So I'll test that out and especially for future uh, events. One thing I do want to share with everyone is so a little bit about uh, so the future of the podcast. We're gonna cover semifinals next week, and then we have a final episode on the 30th to cover the finals. And on finals, I'm gonna try to bring everybody from ET that played on the ET roster. So Axe on. I'm gonna try to convince Dark to come and Spike it as well, so you can show the face of ET. So you guys don't blame us too hard. But moving forward with the podcast, I just want to give you guys an idea that we're gonna come back for the Dividend League for sure in the fall split. We're gonna I'm gonna try to plan a bit better how we're gonna do, format, how we're gonna do things. We're gonna change up a little bit of the stuff that you see guys see on the screen. Try to make something better. Also for the replays, I'm looking forward to test a couple things that I found. Especially like make a special highlight for everybody who does pretty nice. Like if you get a quadra, pentakills from boostus, things like that. Try to make like a special thing just to hype more, our little community. And the other thing is we're working. So X and I also reached out to another graphic designer. We are working on 2 designs for the our ET awards, right? We did show our plaque. That was the initial idea as of last week that Axe was working on. We're gonna work on a 2D design and we're gonna work on a 3D design and see how things work. Um, so don't be alarmed if you end up getting something special, right? For the player of the split, let's put it that way. And just to round out everything, I'll give you a current glimpse of how that's gonna work. So just give me a few seconds, and I'll bring up the sheet here. Oh, it's right here. So let me see. Can you guys see this? Okay. All right. Can you guys see this? Yes.
Yes.
Sweet. So, oops, wrong one. Okay. So, the idea. So this is the right our current sheet, right? So we have it here. Let me make this a bit different. Oops, make this big. So right now I'm gonna show the top 10 for now. So this has not been updated for this week. I'm gonna go over the games again. Since we did have streams, it's gonna be a bit easier for 3 matches at least. But basically, the idea is we try to make sure that we find the bad like not only use the stats and KDAs stuff like that. Just try to like see how the game was impacted. Who played well, etc., etc., etc. And right now, this is current top 10 of the player of the series, and you see how everybody has their own player of the game, valid effort, and the player of the week is mainly a something that I was trying to do for like the community that votes and keeps like the last piece of a tiebreaker, if you think. So the idea is the top one from this list will be the person receiving, because he's the person that has made impact most on their game. So, for example, here I have Shweezy, I have Cryosthesia as second and sixth because they were the best person that excel on their games. And here in top one we have our guest Kiora that has been the face of CFR for most part because everyone is being pretty consistent, but the only one that's shining more is which is the standard right now, 80 carries, right? So depending on how things goes, this list we're gonna change, but it's gonna be updated in our Twitter. And by finals, we'll see who's gonna receive that ET award, right? And we're trying to make sure that it's something that binds the community that everybody's gonna be talking about, right? So for now, this is what we have, but eventually in the future, we're gonna try to think about something to engage more people. We did release our and like our all stars, right, for the teams, and we are planning something digitally for those that are listed there. But obviously, once we start doing this more, we're gonna try to improve to make sure that everybody's included and there's a better way to identify how people play, right? And because again, this is to show everybody in the community how you guys play. So you can meet Nick, Venemy, Kiora, Dark. So many other people came in. So the idea is for everybody to see you guys. I'm pretty new in the scene too. This is my second split in Titans. So I want to put faces on the names and make sure that everybody sees how you play. So you can have like a better idea. Hey, this guy is actually pretty amazing, right? He's not only good in league, but he's funny. Some people will say that we're cute, but that's what I wanted to do with the podcast. So thanks you guys for listening. If you guys have anything else to add, I'm not sure. What
Yeah, I want to
else?
add something real quick.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for being willing to keep doing this. Give you good kudos even after the loss. That's pretty awesome.
Well, thank you.
I would like to thank the 80 carry meta for letting me be up there with the player of the series. Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, man. I mean, you guys haven't had like a good season in like what, 1 to 2 years maybe? Now you guys are shining again. Everybody knows how
I
80,
mean,
80 carries are.
for solo queue, sure, but in um like the pre-organized competitive teams, 80 carry has almost always been number one or number two. So it just comes around to how your team plays around.
True, true. I mean, but you guys are putting the effort, right? Mechanics, It's I told you I don't know how many times I said to all my friends, but I tried to play AD carry again. Like last year, I made an account just to play AD carry. I could not go above Super 1, so.
You want to know how to be good at AD carry?
One
Get
mistake.
get a good support. Support is 90% of AD carry, my friend.
I mean, true.
Farming is the rest.
In
I'd like-
laning 100%.
I'd like to thank the split of 80 carry for making me realize to go back to mid lane.
So all I heard was Dark right there is flaming his support for being bad.
Is that a singular bread?
Oh, he's off roll, so it makes sense.
That whole team was practically off roll. Which honestly, I'm surprised we even made playoffs. So I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean it's respectable, man. And honestly, you guys almost made to do to face Fever. Actually, you guys were like really close from making a quarterfinal. So well,
I'm
better,
sad.
man.
I
Results.
thought so much about that series like afterwards, and it's just like I think our draft adaptations were poor. And kudos to Cape Dogs, like they were the better team on the day.
True. Anything else you guys want to share?
Good luck on Monday, guys.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
It was it was always nice to have you guys here, new guests. Trying to make sure we get everybody from the community here. Thanks for the chat. Hap was here for pretty much the whole time, so much appreciated. Everyone else, and I'll see you guys next week to cover semifinals. So stay tuned. We got more action to do. So with that being said, oops.